Go. So yeah, you start, so Shivam, I think you started working together probably like I would say like 6 weeks ago, maybe
Yeah,
around
six
that.
weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't even remember, like, am I the one who approached you or did you like approach me?
So actually, we guys added each other. I am not sure if I added you or you added me, but I saw you help agency owners, and I was like pitching my white label offer to you. So I was just offering you that, oh, you have students, and I do personalized first line. So you just asked me
Oh,
that, oh, you just messaged me back saying, oh, like, how much do you charge? And I told you 50 cents, and you were like, that's amazing. I love a hustler out there. And I think you sent me like two of your clients just like that. And I told you that I would love to give you a referral, and you said no, no, no need, like you are turning 50 cents into 5 grand, like you don't need a referral kind of a thing, and you're hustling out
yeah,
there. So that was my first impression of you. And obviously once like we started chatting, I went on your profile, and the content lord was loaded with content, and I just went through
yeah,
everything. And you just posted on a profile saying that you was that time launching the 50K a month program.
yeah,
And I just messaged you saying, is that something that I'm eligible for, because I sell like a 50-cent service versus people selling 2K. And you told me
yeah,
that your service is something that you've never seen before, and 100%. And I remember I had to follow up with you once for the call itself. Can you
yeah,
send me your calendar? And you said, yeah, yeah. But then calendar didn't come through, and I was so like eager to get started. I just told you, yeah, let's do it. And I remember the
yeah,
call was at 1 a.m. my time, and I stayed up to have the call because that was the only time available. And yeah, on the call, I think we didn't even chat for 15 minutes. You just asked me how I sell, and you just told me that this is a no-brainer, and I felt it's a
yeah.
no-brainer, and I paid it right on call, and the next day got started with it.
Let's go. Yeah, you actually just reminded me. I had forgotten about how we started working, how I actually, because yeah, when you told me that you were selling, your offer was, selling personalized lines to agencies for 50 cents, 50 or 40 cents a pop. I was like, what? I was like, damn, okay, that's insane. And I asked you how much you were making back then, and I was like, wow. I
Yeah.
was like, you've turned 50 cents into thousands. And I was like, wow, like that's insane, right? And I like me someone who hustles. So I was like, well, let me just refer you clients.
Yeah.
Because one thing that inspires me even more than money is actually seeing other people chasing it, right? Like
100%. Yeah.
nothing beats that, right? Because and I love someone, because right now you're in India, but like you're not just you, because I get on a lot of calls with people in India,
Hmm.
and they're like, oh, but 400 bucks, 500 bucks, $1,000 is a lot. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like Shivam is selling a 50 cents a piece offer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's making thousands. Like what excuse do you have,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, and then yeah, after I referred you a few clients, and because like because your offer is really really good. I personally think so. So I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I could turn your
Yeah.
business model into like 10 grand a month in no time, right? So that's why I was also eager on my own, in my own like situation, to just work with you. So
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, and we got on a call, we decided to join the program, which was pretty insane. I never really thought that you would actually join, right? I didn't really, like, I was just like, okay, whatever. I could just help you maybe on a free consulting call. But when you
Yeah.
join, I was like, oh wow, this is insane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
actually like the program when I joined it, it was like a lot of money at that point. But again, I knew the fact that if I don't invest in it, it's never going to grow, because the knowledge I have right now could only take me up to that level. But the knowledge that you would impart on me would take
yeah,
me above that. So that particular investment, I've already made that back and some more, and I wouldn't have without you. And that's been with every investment I've made in myself, not just your, but any investment. Because again, people feel that they're giving away money, that they won't make it back, but they have to realize they're giving it to multiply it, not to lose it. And I think that's
yeah,
the mindset that a lot of people are missing, and that's why they don't join mentorship programs. And people who join it grow far ahead, and they just look at the Facebook, look at the Instagram, and say, but they had some unfair advantage, but they didn't.
yeah,
They just had trust in the process.
100%. Yeah, yeah. It's a crazy, right? Because you know, I've gotten to a point where I'm making pretty good money, but like one thing that I've a rule like a rule that I have set for myself is I'll never buy anything material that costs a really good chunk of money
Mm-hmm.
that if I've never spent that same amount in myself,
100%.
right?
Yeah,
Because like, do you know how stupid it is to go and buy, let's say, a $50,000 car, go buy a $800,000 house, $1 million house, when you've never even spent 5 grand in yourself,
100%, man. I totally agree. Like, I myself
it's
invested a
crazy,
lot, and then I bought like a 3 grand used Polo GT for myself just as a reward. And what,
right?
like, because I knew I invested that amount and I deserved that after working for 3 years, but I didn't go out and buy a Mercedes just because.
Right?
Just needed a car to
Yeah,
get from A to B, and it's a pretty fun car. It's it's a GT,
yeah,
it's a go-kart on the road,
nice.
but it's pretty good. Like I totally agree with that phenomena that you invest in yourself and then you buy something material because you're making
Yeah,
money back. 100%.
awesome. Yeah. So, what's one thing that has helped you, just like maybe one or two things that has helped you from the program just change your like a few the way you go about like your agency or
Yeah, sure. So one of the main things was the offer. So I was offering personalized first lines, but again, that's a big offer, but it's a niche offer again because a lot of e-commerce people are new to the industry and they don't want to spend the amount of money on personalized first lines. They have all the time in the world to write them themselves. So
hmm
you told me that what's the first step that they take, and that was lead sourcing to actually acquire the leads to send them to people. So
hmm
I just introduced lead sourcing. So it was like a step down to the e-commerce owner, so I can just provide them with leads, and once they start closing, when I'm right there in their inbox giving them leads, they'll ask me directly for personalized first lines, and that's where I come in again, and I just doubled the business that I used to do without
yeah,
personalized first lines or without lead scraping, because lead sourcing is something that every business needs leads, especially e-commerce. Even if you're reaching out on Facebook, LinkedIn, email, anything, leads are
yeah,
the, everybody has to have their pipelines full. And I've always introduced offers that can't be beat by the market in terms of virtual assistants. Like if you hire a virtual assistant in terms of lead scraping or in terms of such a technical task, most of them will cost too much money or they won't have qualified leads for you. But when you work with an agency, you already have trained people under them, it's a
yeah,
no-brainer. So that literally helped me take my offer from 40, 50 cents to 80, 90 cents. So that just doubled everything, and a
nice,
lot of people just started doing that.
yeah,
And the second thing I would say is content again. I've always heard content is king, but I never used to really like to shoot or like to write content so much.
yeah,
And not even like you told me in the program to do so as well, but I was a bit lazy about it. But when I saw the
yeah,
results that you yourself were getting, because you're one person who preaches what you teach and not say to email while you're doing personal branding. So I have like
hmm
600 friends. You told me to introduce a digital product, and I introduced like a system of processes that I use in my business for $10. And I didn't think it would sell, to be honest. I was pretty nervous about even selling that. And I
yeah,
was sleeping in the afternoon. And when I woke up, I got 2 DMs saying, "Can you send me the invoice?" So that was the first time I didn't actively put in work, but I got those $20. And 20
yeah,
bucks is nothing, but that feeling of independence of selling a digital product is something that
yeah,
is inspiring me to make more product, to build my network. And that was from 500 friends, and that
yeah,
post didn't reach everybody, obviously. So it shows
yeah,
that content is everything. Like
yeah,
anybody in the industry, I can introduce a new offer, I can introduce lead scraping personalized, and I can include lemlist campaigns. And I put out a post, I'm doing lemlist campaigns at $200 a month. I'll have 5 clients right now, I know that, because I
easy,
already have the audience built for that market. So it's
yeah.
all about audience building.
Exactly. Yeah. Audience fucking building. Yeah. Talking about that. Because when we started working together, I know you had some kind of insights. You were already doing it. But one thing that I asked you to do is to actually buy an audience instead of just
Yeah,
trying to get free stuff. Right.
yeah.
And what kind of ROI did you get from buying an audience?
I remember you texted me, like I put out an introduction in that particular bot audience, and you
Yeah.
DM me saying that was the right move and see how you multiply. And I think within 1 week, I made that back, and I still have that pool of people to reach out to. And I haven't done so
Yeah.
because I've been so busy in the leads that I already have. I haven't had
Yeah.
the time to add them and make them properly, warm
hmm
them up. But I know for a
Yeah.
fact that digital investment made so much money, and it will make
It's
more money in
crazy.
the future because It's
Yeah.
a one-time thing. If a person buys from you once, they'll buy from you twice because they trust you. It's
100%.
as simple as that. But people don't understand, why do they buy from these big people, big brands? You buy one packet of chips from particular brand, you go back again and again because you trust them,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what business is. It's all about people,
100%.
not money, nothing like that.
Yeah.
People are something that runs the business and are the bloodline to any business, to be honest.
100%. Yeah. It's like, because that's the thing, man. Like, because, like, bro, like us, a lot of people don't really know the game of this game thing that we're playing, of building an audience. And because right now we're, yeah, we're agencies, we're service businesses, but we don't actually have to stick to this. We
Yeah,
could
exactly.
literally gather audiences and just literally become like the I don't know how to call it, but like make it like Christmas every week, right? Come up with
And
offers and just bless the world, right? Bless
yeah,
our
100%.
audiences. But right now you could literally go from, actually, like where are you at monthly recurring revenue wise?
So when I started out, I was doing about 2.5K with just
Yeah,
personalized first lines, and this last month I had my biggest month at 5K. So
let's go.
that's literally, and I'm just graduating college as well. So I was doing this with college. People who say
Wow.
they can't do this with college or school, you can, like, you just
Wow.
take out time. And I'm just graduating like in a week, and my college has these placement programs where they place you in companies. And I got an offer of what I made last month for a year, working 8 hours a day, Monday to Saturday. And I made that in one
Wow.
month, working 4 to 5 hours from my laptop, and actually
That's
not doing a
insane.
lot. I'm just managing my team and just communicating with everything. Like,
Fuck.
it's not in the trenches. So it's just crazy
That's
to see, like,
insane.
yeah. And especially in India, cost of living is also pretty good. And yeah, it's a nice,
You're
comfortable life.
chilling. Damn.
Right.
Yeah, man. I'm so proud of you, man. Like, you're killing it, right? Five
Yeah.
grand, you got an offer to make 5 grand a year, but you're making it in a month. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty
the crazy
insane,
part.
right?
Yeah, exactly. I was mind blown myself when I saw that email coming in, because for people it's quite a lot of money over here. Like, a person starting graduating college, they'll jump on the offer in any time. Especially with COVID, we've seen so many people just out of work because they just had one revenue stream. They didn't have anything else. But us
Yeah.
people who work online, who understood the power of internet, we were always here. And I think everybody's business must have doubled. Who have the right offer, they've doubled. Who never had offer in the first place, they left at zero itself. So I think the
Yeah.
main thing is, like you always say, offer creation, give the market what they want, and it's an easy sell. Like, even if you're
Easy.
e-commerce, I know a lot of people getting into e-com thing. It's saturated. It's saturated with one particular kind of people. If you
Yeah.
choose a sub niche, you're crazy. You can go crazy with it. You
You're
just have to
going,
be
yeah, you're going to the moon. Yeah.
100%.
100%. Yeah. Offer, having people who you can sell to actually are part of your audience, and just doing so much volume and just remaining consistent with your content, right?
Yep.
But yeah, man, I think before the end of the year you could be at 20 grand a month.
100%. That's what we're aiming at. I get complacent sometimes. I get lazy sometimes. So, like,
Yeah.
obviously that phase always comes, but I know for a fact that this is just the beginning. Like, you see
This
people
is,
all around you.
yeah,
It's not locally, but online. I've made a lot of people. I met a lot of people. I have a lot of people in my network who are doing way more. And with a unique offer like mine, I know for sure that I can go
easy,
crazy if I reach the right people. And that's what I'm
for
about to do.
sure.
I'm gonna hire a virtual
Yeah.
assistant week itself, and yeah, just gonna go crazy with it. So, like,
Yeah.
already preparing at 10,000 pre-qualified leads just to sell right away. No waiting time,
Damn.
nothing. That's gonna be the best offer I'll offer. Like,
Yep.
no wait time. You want 500 e-com leads, this to this, these many ads running, these many followers, instant delivery. That's what I'm aiming at.
Nice.
So that's what I'm
Yeah.
putting my right now. Just creating that particular.
100%. Yeah, just increase the ticket price, because yeah, because if you're going to get to 20k per month, you're going to need a bit higher ticket offer.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, that's pretty insane, man. Like, it's crazy. Yo, this, because sometimes even myself, sometimes I don't like, sometimes it's just sometimes it feels a bit unreal. Like,
Hmm.
I don't think I've actually gotten in the position, like I don't think I've made the realization, like, oh shit, like we're making this amount of money every month.
Yeah.
Like it still hasn't hit me because like my environment hasn't necessarily changed much. I don't do much shit. I don't spend the thousands of dollars every month. I'm just chilling. I'm just working. But like the key to the next level is you need to actually get clear about where you want to get to, and you can't let anything like distract you from the goal. Okay?
100.
you've
Like,
you've you've got to set, well, first you need to get that VA from us, like actually get them to start working,
yeah,
because one thing's for sure, business is not guaranteed, right? So the
100.
faster you actually implement stuff, you don't need to, I'm not saying make sales every week,
Yeah,
but I'm saying make sure you're providing value and actually pushing people even closer to buying. Okay?
yeah,
And you actually need to always keep building up new features for your services, keep building stuff, because
100.
you can make sales, but the only thing that will actually keep customers is the value and the transformation that you offer. So the better you can actually improve that, then the better your business will be long term. Okay?
100%,
Yeah.
man. 100.
So what would you say to people who are doubting about joining the 50K a month program?
You're missing out. Like soon it's gonna, I'm pretty sure like we are all gonna force search to increase the price. We all have a group formed and we're gonna just spam it in the chat that we can't let any more people come in at this price because
Let's go.
that is insane. And yeah, you're missing out if you're not joining. Like anywhere
Yeah,
in the world, I from India joined it, so I'm pretty sure you can give up 1 month
even
Starbucks, 2 months Starbucks, and just join this and
let's go.
own a Starbucks one.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that the best thing of like even joining a program is that you actually make a commitment to your goals, right? Because it goes from you being, oh, I wanna, oh, because the thing is, this with the way that this program is built, is actually not even necessarily for people who are starting out. It's actually for people who already maybe have a few clients, or they're
Mm,
already making 20K per month, but they've done it through force, right? They've been forcing outreach, they've been forcing email outreach and stuff like that, or even use paid ads, but now they actually want to figure out a way to to build audiences and to position themselves as the go-to person in their niche, right? So yeah, man, but I appreciate you, man. Like you can't understand how much I really appreciate you for having trust in me. Like I
no,
appreciate, like literally, right? And you know, whenever I come up with new insights, you'll be
100%.
made aware first of all. But yeah, get a VA, do consistently, build up your audience even more, and make sure you're keeping people like aware, like present. Like you need to step on top of mind, right? But
100%.
yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just stop this.